All right, what's going on, everyone? Jared Leon here with Pack a Punch Traders, and I'm just going to make a quick recap from today. Um, just kind of, well, I guess two trades, I guess. My overnight ended up being a dud, and it was like a $3 loss. And then the only thing I was really looking at was AERC and SNTI. And I ended up just trading SNTI. So you can see it's just it's a nice breakout play. Like no overhead resistance. You got a lot of room to run until 8 here, and then it'll be at all-time highs. So let's just dive into it a little bit. So I missed the original breakout, let it do its thing, and then saw that it was holding up here. Started making some higher lows off VWAP. I took a starter, really premature. I even knew I should have just waited and just been a little bit more patient. We got 50 shares here at 408, 50 shares here at like 402, and then I ended up adding 50 shares at like 392. Held really nicely. Was just risking this low here of 383. Held really, held to a T. And then we were starting to get a little bit of volume coming in, and not as much as I would have liked, but it still ended up making a really nice move into the close. But I started to psych myself out, and I had 150 shares. I was looking for the high of day break, and ended up selling 100 shares at 430, and I was just kind of psyching myself out, and I'll tell you why. Because AERC was one I was watching from this morning, and I saw it as a breakout over basically 4, and I was thinking about taking a position in here in the low 4s when it was holding VWAP, making this higher low action. Ends up getting the nice push into the 470s, which I would have sold into and just taken my snipe. And this ended up holding VWAP really nicely and just ripping through high of day into power hour and into the close. And I totally missed this because I was watching SNTI, and when I looked back and saw this, I was like, wow, okay, this is a really nice move. Some really nice volume came in, and I was like, watch mine not be the one to make a move, and I spent all my time watching SNTI when I should have traded AERC. So I started to psych myself out, definitely, and I sold the majority of my shares at 430 because I thought there just kind of wasn't enough volume to really squeeze it through high of day. I thought it was kind of just going to come up and test and then probably fade into the close. I thought shorts would take over. And so as soon as I did that, it started to just kind of rip up towards, through high of day. And I sold it, just my last little piece, my last 50 shares at 450, which is still way too soon. The high of day was 444. I should have been a little bit more patient. I could have got it in the 480s. That would have been a little bit more ideal. I don't think I would have had the patience to wait for 5. So just really annoyed with kind of how I traded it. Nonetheless, it's still green. I can't complain too much, but I really just want to get better at timing my entries. I should have added in here when it held and volume started to come in a little bit, and should have been a little bit more patient with my sell. But SNTI, AERC were good ones. BTB was a nice one this morning. Just a nice gapper. And then Tops was a really nice play as well. Nice breakout. Kind of hard, taking the original breakout because it's just no volume. But once volume really comes in, it has a really nice move. And I know Fatty took it here after hours from like 615 up into the low mid 7s. So nice little snipe for him there. I didn't even see it until he told me he was in it. So still, nonetheless, good play. I'm not mad about missing that one though. But overall market, as you can see, nice solid second day of bouncing. I feel like that's why just getting a lot of nice bounce plays and nice moves today and yesterday, and hopefully it continues into tomorrow. So I'll be keeping an eye out on the overall market to see how that's doing in the morning, and kind of base my judgment on how I want to attack things, in the morning and throughout the day, judging what the overall market's doing and seeing what kind of plays are setting up. So still need to do my watch list, but nice to see a few plays going off today, over 100%, and love to see that. Love the action. So I wanted to see more of that for sure. But that's really it. Just SNTI. What was it? 80TX. 80. This was my overnight. Just looking for the multi-day breakout. I really wanted to see, more of a bounce and more of a push after I had this nice run up. I took it after hours. Got a nice little gap up, and got up to 430. I was really looking for 440s, 450s. Didn't get it, and I cut it right away when 4 cracked. So it was, like I said, $3 loss there. So happy, hey, $50 win and a $3 loss. So I'll take that. But yeah, that's basically it. Just need to work on my patience. I'm not super upset with taking some small starters here. Like I said, they're just 50 shares. Should have just been adding a little bit more when this really held, when I had a really tight risk. I could have really sized up here and just let my winner run a little bit longer. So just, it's difficult in the moment, man. It's so difficult to, it's such a difficult thing, so just something I'm working on. And as I get my consistency going and I get better at trading, I feel like that'll just kind of, come along with it. So just got to keep doing my best and keep trying to get better every day. But hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it made sense on why I traded this. So it was just, honestly, it was just a breakout play, solid first green day, holding VWAP, holding trend really well. That's what I really liked about it. After it broke out, it really just failed to break down, held VWAP. And I thought, buying into the dips here, holding VWAP, looking for that next leg up, going into the close and into power hour, I thought we would have just some volume would start coming in, and we'd start pushing up towards high of day, break through high of day, and basically do exactly what it did. It played out really well. So that was really it. That was my thought process. Nothing crazy, just trying to keep it simple. That ABCD, higher lows, holding trend, holding the key levels, has a little room to run. And that's basically it. And like I said, just watching the overall market, seeing how that's doing. Notice that it was green and bouncing and strong today, so that helped a lot of these plays, to run. So that's I'm gonna stop saying that's basically it. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it made sense, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.